And you know, it's the largest fine art show and sale featuring only Colorado artists. The 27th annual Governor's Art Show and Sale starts Saturday, May 12th at the Loveland Museum Gallery. Now, joining us this morning, I have Craig Van Wetchel. He joins us along with Kim Akeley-Sharon, Executive Director for the Thompson Education Foundation, with your preview. Welcome. Nice to have you on the show.
Thank you very much.
So what makes the Governor's Art Show and Sale so unique, Craig?
It is the only show that I know of in Colorado that features only Colorado artists. And we've been going on for 27 years. So we have a nice history and an incredible collection of people that come. We have new artists every year. We have stable artists coming back from years and years ago. It's an incredible show with a lot of variety. And
Loveland is such a beautiful city. Why do you think it's a great place for the show and for the Colorado artists?
Loveland was one of the first communities in Colorado to have an arts and public space program. So there is art every part of Loveland that you go to. So it's just, the environment is just so awesome that it just makes sense to have the show there.
You brought some pieces from the show. Talk about the pieces that you brought.
So the piece, the painting behind me is this is by Jim Biggers. Jim Biggers has a unique distinction that he is the only artist that has been in every one of the 27 shows.
Wow.
And he has collected worldwide. And then the other piece farther to my right there is Tall Walton, who is also another person collected worldwide, but this is the first time that he's been in the show.
That's a beautiful picture. It reminds me of the Midwest, doesn't
it?
It's stunning. So how does the Governor's Art Show support local nonprofits?
So what we do is we take the proceeds from our show, which we take a portion of everything that's sold, and then the Rotaries, the two Rotaries that do this particular program, the Loveland Rotary and Thompson Valley Rotary, use those funds to support different children's programs. We also do some art scholarships for just the students in Loveland, and we also do stuff worldwide with our funds.
Very nice.
So,
Miss Kim, I have to find out a little bit about the Thompson Education Foundation. What is it?
Certainly. So we're a nonprofit that's closely aligned with our school district and the community, and we help close the gaps for the district. We support the students and the staff through a variety of programs and activities.
Tell me a little bit about your role heading up the Homeless Assistance Program.
Sure. Well, I don't actually head up the program. We have a homeless liaison in the district that does that. Okay. However, what we do have within the foundation is we hold a fund that specifically supports our homeless students and families within our district.
And do you have, I know it's kind of tough to put a number on it, but how many children and families are homeless?
Actually, we do track that, of course, very closely. And for the last 2 years, and this year is tracking to be the same, we've had over 700 students within our district that are identified as being homeless.
And that's in Loveland?
That's
only
in Loveland. Yeah, that's just Loveland. And of those, we have about 70 that are unaccompanied youth. That means that they are not with a primary caregiver or their guardian or parent, and that are staying either on their own, if they're an older student, or staying, maybe with an aunt or a family member.
Yeah, and these are children and even parents that it could happen to you watching at home. I mean, something unexpected happens and they lose their home.
Things happen, absolutely. And so, the purpose of the fund that we have through the foundation is to be able to support those students in their academic endeavors. So make sure that they are in school and they have the tools and supplies that they need to be successful. Sometimes it's as simple as getting them to school and making sure that they can be in their seats during the day.
So you have several ways then that you're helping specifically these students through the program.
We certainly do. So it can be as simple as a $25 King Soopers card that can provide gas or food for a family. And I mentioned our unaccompanied youth for some of those older students that are perhaps living on their own, working, and still attending high school. And this year, 23 of those students are going to be graduating, which is awesome.
God bless them.
I know.
That's wonderful.
So with those students, we sometimes expand that a little bit more. It could be tires for a vehicle that they have, but their tires are bald and they can't make it to school through the snow. It's food, it's a variety of things.
And Craig, let me bring this back to you. Why did the Governor's Art Show decide to support the foundation, the Thompson Education Foundation?
The Rotary always has a presentation during their meetings, and the Education Foundation came and gave the presentation, and it touched our hearts. And we really believe that we can make a difference, and we are. So this year we are taking 1/3 of all of our net proceeds and giving it to this program.
Oh my gosh. When you say it touched your heart, I don't know if I'm just like hormonal or what, but I have tears in my eyes listening to this.
Believe me, I have tears even knowing that's coming our direction.
That's such a blessing.
To support our students.
About 1/3 of the net from the show's proceeds goes to them.
This year.
That's wonderful. How can someone else support the foundation or the education program? Is there any other way?
Sure. So again, we support a variety of programs and activities. activities. So through our website, thompsontef.org, or calling 970-613-5074.
And if you're an art lover, go to the show.
Absolutely.
I mean, there's so many different pieces to enjoy.
Yeah, there's a gala on the Friday, May 11th, and so you can get tickets for that online, and then the show is up through June 17th.
So you get a sneak peek on May 11th.
You actually can purchase on May 11th
Okay.
for the first time, and then everything is still that hasn't sold is available during the entire run.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And there's other multiple events that happen throughout the month that you want to check out too, all on the website.
Well, to both of you, thank you for the work that you do.
you.
Yeah,
Thank you
taking
for
care of
having
those
us.
beautiful kids. All right, be the first to see and buy the hand-selected diverse artwork chosen from among hundreds of entries by Colorado artists. The Governor's Art Show Gala and opening night is next Friday, May 11th from 5 to 9 p.m. at the Loveland Museum and Gallery. Now, tickets do start at $75. This event is a chance for art buyers to be with first to view and purchase these one-of-a-kind pieces. Again, it's the Governor's Art Show and Sell, and it's going to be open to the public starting Saturday, May 12th through June 17th from 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. at the Loveland Museum and Gallery. Admission is just $5, but free for museum members. Please learn more online. Go to governorsartshow.org.